Amazon's popular Prime Day sale has been put on pause across Canada this year due to COVID-19 outbreaks at facilities here in the GTA. Now, Peel Public Health has ordered the partial closure of 3 separate Amazon fulfillment facilities in recent weeks. A location in Brampton was also completely shut down for 2 weeks in March after more than 600 employees contracted the virus. The company says it will continue to monitor the situation. At this point, it's not clear if the Prime Day event will be pushed to later this year. Richard Southern joins us now for the rest of the day's big business news, and we begin with a rough month for the Canadian job market.
Yeah, we got the April jobs numbers in, and, not a big surprise, Melissa, with all the shutdowns that happened, right? Yeah, so it wasn't a good number. Canada lost just over 207,000 jobs in April, and 153,000 of those were right here in Ontario, unfortunately. A lot of them were full-time as well, so the numbers were not good. The unemployment rate climbing to 8.1%. It's also the case, Melissa, that we're seeing a lot of underemployed. The number of people working less than half their usual hours increased 27% from March to April. The numbers out of the U.S. also not good. The American economy created jobs, but just 266,000. They were expecting 1 million. But you know what the end result was, as you're seeing on the right-hand side of your screen? A record close for the TSX and for Wall Street. Melissa, investors were thinking, hey, the numbers aren't good, so interest rates will probably be staying lower for longer. And, well, there you go. The markets went crazy anyways.
Okay, now Air Canada received big support package from federal government last month, but the airline is still pushing for more help.
Sure is. We heard from its CEO today as the airline reported earnings, and he said, listen, these mandatory hotel quarantine stays for arriving passengers, he says, are not working. Air Canada obviously sees this as something that's really hurting its business. The airline, Melissa, reported a first quarter loss of $1.3 billion. But Air Canada stock actually rose more than 3% today because it talked about how it expects a recovery to be close at hand. It thinks that domestic travel will start to recover this summer. The European travel we usually see in July and August, Air Canada thinks that will happen in September and October. And it also talked about how it expects business travel to start to recover after Labor Day. One other interesting tidbit, it said the refunds that it's now allowing passengers to get, they've been slower than what Air Canada expected. Not as many people applying for a refund, Melissa.
Okay, now social media can be a bit of a nasty place at times, but Twitter is trying to change that.
Yeah, they want to make it a nicer place. So they have a new algorithm now where if you post a mean reply, something nasty to someone, a box will pop up saying, hey, are you sure you want to post that? And I talked to Twitter Canada today, and they said, you know what, this is actually working. The early results are pretty positive.
What we saw is that when prompted, 34% of people revised that initial reply or decided not to reply at all. We also found that after being prompted just once, people composed on average 11% fewer offensive replies in the future. And if they were prompted, people were also less likely to receive an offensive or harmful reply back.
You and I, we never get any mean replies on our tweets, right?
I absolutely love this idea. Hopefully that will keep the keyboard cowards at bay. Fingers crossed.
Keyboard cowards, I like it.